All right, guys, it is day 3 of learning about poems, and just like I promised you yesterday, today you're going to get to create your own poem. So we're going to learn about something called sensory poems. We're going to get to solve some mysteries by listening to these words that appeal to our senses and our feelings, and we're going to get to create our own for others in our class to be able to see as well. So our objective is I can follow and replicate, which means to make another one, patterns in a poem. So you're going to follow a pattern that I'm going to show you that has sentence starters to create your own poem. So we are communicators. We share our ideas. Communicate, communicate. I like to communicate. Listen, speak, and read and write another language too. Communicate, communicate ideas from me to you. Now today we're going to not only read poems, but also write them, and you're going to be able to share them with the class. So my DOL here says a shared writing. Because this is a video, I would like for you to be able to watch me model a writing, but I want you to also get to create your own. So we're going to step it up just a little higher than I had previously planned because I think you can do it. Our central idea, people communicate in a variety of ways to express themselves. We're going to express ourselves today by making a sensory poem of a food that we love. So we're going to express that through our senses. Our lines of inquiry are different kinds of expression, the different forms of expression, and how do people express themselves in unique ways. We're learning and exploring poetry. There are many ways to express yourselves, and as I said before, we are using poetry as our form of expression this week. All right, our key concept, remember, is function. Function, function. How does it work? The function of words in poems help express our feeling and appeal to our senses. Remember, our 5 senses are touch, taste, smell, seeing, and hearing. Things that your body can do to take in information. All right. This is a poem that I think has lots of sensory words. I'm going to read the poem, and while I read it this first time, I want you to listen to the words and think about what you see, what you hear, and what you feel. So right here on the screen, I have the words I see, I hear, I feel. I want you to be thinking about those things. I'll be thinking about those things, and I'm going to be circling words that help me to see, hear, and feel what the poet, which is the author of a poem, what the poet is trying to express. Colors crackle, colors roar. Red shouts a loud balloon round sound. Black crackles like noisy grackles. Cafe clickety clicks its wooden sticks. Yellow sparks and sizzles. White sings I her high light note. Verde rustles leaf secret, swish swish. Gris whispers its kitten whiskers. Silver ting-tingling jingles. Azul cuckoo coos like pajaritos do. Purple thunders and rum rumbles. Oro blares a brassy brass tuba. Orange growls its striped rolled roar. Colors crackle, colors roar. Now, some of you in my class probably picked up on the fact that there are lots of Spanish words. Now, some of you speak Spanish very well. Some of us don't speak Spanish very well, but we are in Miss Cardona's Spanish class from kindergarten, and you will get a little bit more Spanish later in your time here at Sand Creek, so you may recognize some of these color words. All right, just as promised, I was going to go back in this text and show you words that made me feel, hear, and see. So I'm going to get a highlighter here. Red shouts, a loud balloon round sound. I'm going to highlight that word shouts. Shouting is something I can hear. It's a loud sound. That's a word that appeals to my senses. Black crackles like noisy grackles. That word crackles makes me think of like crumbly paper. You take a paper and that's a crackling sound to me. Black crackles like noisy grackles. Cafe clickety clicks, it's wooden sticks. That word's clickety clicks. You hear it clickety click, clickety click. It's wooden sticks. Now I know that cafe, I color coded it for us for those of you who don't know much Spanish, but cafe is brown, and if it says it clickety clicks, it's wooden sticks, it makes me think of train tracks. All right, yellow sparks and sizzles. So I'm going to highlight sparks and sizzles. That helps me to hear it. I can hear that sizzle and I can see sparks. Yellow, sparking and sizzling makes me think of fire. So it didn't say the word fire, but I can hear it and see it with sparks and sizzles. White sings, I, her high, light note. So that word sings. Verde rustles, leaf secrets. Swish, swish. I'm going to highlight the word swish, swish. That helps me hear the leaves. Swish, swish. Grease, that's gray. Whispers. It's kitten whiskers. I'm going to highlight the word whispers. I think of a kitten whiskers and I hear the word whispers and I think of just a soft sound. Makes me hear it. Silver, ting-tingling jingle. Now, if you think of the word silver and ting-tingling jingles, you can hear it. Kind of makes me think of like a bell, right? Azul, which I believe is blue, cuckoo-coos like pajaritos do. Cuckoo-coos, you can hear that sound. Purple thunders and rumbles. I can hear rumbles, and I can hear thunders. Oro blares a brassy brass tuba. Blares means like kind of in your face and loud. Blares, that's a word that makes me hear it. Orange growls, it's striped, rolled roar. Now, when I hear growls, I think of an animal. When I hear the word striped and roar, I can see in my mind a tiger, which is striped, and I can hear his roar. And I know that orange, I can see that. Now, I did not say there's a tiger, but when it says orange, growls, striped, and roar, bingo, I can hear it, I can see it, it's a tiger. Colors crackle, colors roar. That's why I love this poem. Look how filled it is with all of the words that help you see and hear it. Now, sometimes there are feeling words like soft. This poem doesn't quite have those feeling words in it, but those are also words you can hear in a poem as well. So now, what I want you to do on the next slide, we're going to listen to a sensory poem. After we hear this first sensory poem, I'm going to have you pause and there's going to be a matching game for you. And you are going to match sensory words with the picture it goes with. Okay? So let's explore this sensory poem. What is Miss Mitchell talking about? What is a sensory poem? And then we're going to uncover some mystery ones together. So we have chicken noodle soup. I hear slurping. Can you hear that? That word slurping is a good word to hear. I smell chicken. I see yellow broth. I feel slippery noodles. That word slippery is a good feeling word. I taste salty vegetables. What could it be? It's chicken noodle soup. So these are all the things to describe what you hear, smell, see, feel, and taste when you have chicken noodle soup. All right, let's check it out. I have another one, but I did not put the picture. I've hidden the picture. I've given you all the words to describe it. And then I want you to be able to guess before I tell you what it is. I hear the pop, pop, pop. Okay, think about things that pop. I smell something buttery. It pops, it's buttery. Anybody already thinking? If you've got it, I want you to show me. I see something white. I feel something soft. Pop, pop, pop. Smell buttery. Sees white. Feels soft. I taste something salty. What could it be? All right, you've got some guesses out there. Drum roll, please. It's popcorn. Did you guess popcorn? You hear the pop, pop, pop. You smell something buttery. You see something white. You feel something soft. And you taste something salty. It's popcorn. Now, if you're like me, now you want popcorn, don't you? Probably going to have to ask for some popcorn this afternoon. If you were sitting in my classroom right now, you better believe we'd be listening to the pop, pop, pop and eating that tasty, salty popcorn because I love popcorn. Makes me want to eat it just thinking about it in this video. All right. Now, before we create a sensory poem, I want you to press the the blue arrow, and I want you to play the matching game. The matching game will have you match the words to the picture, and at the end it will tell you if you are right or wrong, the sensory word to the picture that it matches. Then you're going to come back to me on the next arrow. We're going to create our own sensory poem, and then it's going to be your turn to create a sensory poem.